Hi guys, welcome to Have Fun with Colors. Today I'm going to share with you some quick and easy steps on how to get started with the thing we call fluid art or acrylic pouring. So we'll go over some things you need, materials, canvases, and colors, and then we're going to mix and pour, and we're going to do a little art project here too. Hopefully we can get this done in a really small amount of time so we can actually get started sooner than later. So let's start with protection. Protection, well, I wear gloves. Some of you may need this. I'm allergic to acrylic. So gloves is a good way to protect yourself. Then also protect your surfaces, tables, floors, and everything. And a good way to do is just go to the dollar store and get some plastic covers for the mattresses. This is a queen size one. You can drape it over the tables or over the floors, and you know, that will take care of it. Or use some of these. They have those birthday plastic tablecloths as well. Those look great too. Or if you have an old tarp laying around at home, use whatever you have at home. Don't buy if you already have something. Now, protecting the clothing. Now, if you're doing this in school, have the parents bring a long-sleeved t-shirts for the kids. Okay, this is perfect, nice and big and oversized, and they can just go ahead, slip this over, and they're pretty much covered from head to toe. Maybe a little bulky, but that's kind of cute though too. And that's all you really need. So other than that, what else do we need? Oh yeah, don't forget paper towels. These are shop towels, but regular paper towels work great too. The more absorbent, probably the better, because there will be a lot of spillage going on here. Other than that, I think we're good. For materials, as in canvases, you could get these canvas panels. These are 9 by 12. They're nice and thin, but I do prefer actually working on something more like a canvas, and that would be, you know, something like this with like a 3/4 inch thickness. They have the 8 by 10s, which is probably a little bit smaller, like this, at Michael's, and they're have them in the bulk section, 40 for $40. So it's $1 a panel. So you can also go shopping online, and sometimes the first-time buyers, first-time shopping gets another 20% or so off. So you may want to take advantage of it while you're also buying your colors. Then you can order them online and pick them up in the store. That's a good way to go. Also, another little tip when you use the canvases, I always raise my canvases off the ground or off the table. It's just easier for me to do it, but you don't need all of this unless you have it. Another simple way to do this, put some push pins in the canvases on the bottom. That's something you probably want to do ahead of time. I don't know what your schedule is and stuff, but if you need things to keep going, prepare these things. Okay, and I've already got colors on it from a project that I did before. Anyway, so, and I like just covering my surface at double and triple, and what I also like to do is just, you may be wondering, I have enough hammer sitting underneath here that will catch all the drippings, and that way I can do another project with it. Other than that, you would need some cups and some stir sticks. You can get the big ones. I found them on Amazon. It's about a 500 pack. And to start out with, just go to the dollar store. There's 100 in these little packages there in the craft section. Plastic cups, sure, if you want to use them. I actually like using containers like these, especially when you're doing it with a school project or continue doing something like this. It's great to have something with a lid on it. The cups, some of the cups do come with lids, but if you have something already that you can reuse at home, just use it. You know, another good little container I really like are those spice containers. Plastic or glass. This is the glass one. They're easy to clean out, but if you pre-mix all your colors ahead of time, you can then refill the little jars and then give, you know, several colors to the kids on their station, however you have that organized, and it works really well too, so they can share colors. I do always like to keep some water on it because you need that also to mix your colors. and we don't really use anything but paint and water. So, and a little bit of heat. And for heat, I mean, you would use a blow dryer. I use a torch, but a blow dryer works just as well. And that helps with bringing out the little cells, the cute little bubbles that you see in some of my pieces. But you really don't need a torch. So water, paint, and heat is usually what creates those cute little effects. Now, if you're at home and just have a small project going on with 1 or 2 kids, another great way to go is get the 2-ounce bottles of paint, whatever paint you want, and then just mix them up accordingly. It's the perfect way to start out with a project and see how you like it. For the bigger groups like schools and stuff, get the bigger bottles. They also have the 64-ounce containers, even it's twice as much as the 32. So I suggest maybe to get some white. White is always lovely to have, but other than that, get the primary colors, yellow, red, and then blue, okay? And those will mix all the other colors if you ever want to have some greens and some purples and stuff. And then you can lighten them up with the white, make some pinks, make some baby blue. So that's all you really need. Then these are the Artist Loft colors for Michaels as well. And you can probably get them between, they're regular $9.99 a bottle, but take advantage of those 60, 50s, and 40% coupons that they have as well. So, so for mixing, we do this. I use these bigger containers. If you have a lot more to do, you know, for a big group of kids, okay, to have these big containers. These are takeout containers, you know, like saving, and you put a lid on it when you don't need it. This is about, I'd say, 80% paint and 20% water. And depending on what project you're doing, the thickness changes a little bit. And we may gonna talk about this in another video I'm gonna do with some other things, you know, some other paint techniques with color pouring. So start out maybe with 80 paint and 20 water, and if you need it thinner, just add some more water. So blue usually needs more water because it's naturally a thicker color. And other than that, I think we have everything covered. So we got the water, the paper towel, the colors mixed. So I do this ahead of time, so that way less a mess, leather stuff going on. Keep it simple, 3 colors plus the white, and that way you can just create your own thing. Let me move some things out of the way here, and then we're gonna get started. Hi guys, we're back. So we took a little break and then I did a little bit more prep, so we have a little bit lesser time to spend here watching the video. So I already got started and put some color blobs on it. So what we're gonna do a balloon smash. So we need a couple little balloons. You can get the just a package full of balloons at the dollar store as well. You know, they don't need to be really tight. This will work really good, so they don't need to be blown up. You can also, if you have a box of gloves and don't anything else, blow up the gloves. So I've already gotten started, and what I usually like doing, layering like 3 or 4 colors on top of each other. Now I've already started. I did like 3 yellow, 3 red, 3 white, and 3 blue. And then I'm just gonna layer them all randomly on top of each other. So I have this and this, and they don't have to be all in the right order. There is no right or wrong, okay? So you can just go as crazy if you like to. There we go. And I have some red here. Let's finish this up. Red on top of the yellow. And then we got some red on top of that. Very good. So this would be a 3-color, 4-color one. Now we do also, I notice we have still a lot of bubbles in here. When you prepare your colors and stirs them up, there may be some air bubbles in it. So that is also another reason why you may want to use some heat, like the blow dryer. Because when you add some heat, the air bubbles kind of come out, and I'll show it to you with a torch later on. Okay. So this is maybe a little bit more of a messy, but it's a fun thing to do with the balloons. I think the kids would really like this. This is why I'm showing it. I'm gonna do a little bit more yellow here on these spots. Do this. Do this. Nice, good amount of colors on there. Do we need anything else? Put some white. We got lots of white in there. I'm probably gonna put some white. This is blue, so we need a little bit of red in here. Why not? Because we can, right? No right or wrong when we do these kind of things. Love the red. So another thing I'm also gonna do, so this one is probably gonna get a little lost. I wasn't really thinking about that. So maybe don't have a base of white, and I'll explain to you in a second, because I am going to, oh, there's another blue on there. That's all right, because I'm going to fill in these areas here with some white, so that way we have enough coverage on our canvas. So here, if you see this, I have my little bottle with white already. This is a much easier way to do. So once you get all your prep work done, it's going to be so easy, so quick and easy to do these projects with the kids. So the most part is on you getting all the prep done. So yes, there's a little bit of work involved, but okay. So what I'm going to do now, since we have all of this, I'm going to move these around the corners a little bit. Just do this. Do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of this. Can you make it a little bit? So here we go. All right, here we go. I don't want to get this too far out of your way, out of your sight here. Okay, I'm gonna get this just over the edge here. Here we go. There's a little bit more white over on this end. So let's see if we can kind of get a little bit more color over there. See what I'm doing here? So another reason why I like to have a little bit extra paper towel around it, because you're gonna end up wiping your hands, and I usually do this on my clothes. I do really highly suggest on the day you do a craft, put on a coat or something, anything that will protect your clothing. Once acrylic gets on your clothes, you can't get it off. It comes off really easily off your skin or out of the hair, but once it's in the clothing, you're not getting it. I mean, it has to be immediately taken out with warm water and soap. Otherwise, it's a lost garment. So I don't know if you noticed this here. Okay, there are all these tiny little bubbles, and those are the air bubbles I've been talking about, okay? So these air bubbles, we don't want them, but if they're in there, fine. It's a kid's project. Who cares? This is how I started. It's lots of bubbles. This is your blow dryer. So you put your blow dryer on really low. You know, if you forget it and it blows away, it's fine too. It's just another paint technique to do with. So you do it really hot over the side. You do this small little circle. Now you can see, I'm going to hold it up again. All these bubbles kind of left, and you have now these white little spots in there, but the air is out, and we want to get the air out. So now we're going to use the balloon. Here we go. I am having, I'm going to grab an extra little towel real quick. We'll see what's going to happen here, all right? Oh, where are we going to start? Because we're going to do lots of little flowers and stuff anyway. So here we go. A balloon smash. There we go. We can do that. We have this. So this is not as flowery as some of them come out. If it sits for maybe an hour or so, you guys could come back and put a better smash on it, or make the paint thicker. But I made it thinner because I was showing you guys how to flow the paint all over the canvas, okay? So this is when you need different thicknesses of paint, but let's not get too technical about this right now. Okay, this is still fun. So this is still very fun. It's always a fun one to play with balloons, right? So this just helps with blurring the lines between. It gives us a cute little effect. Here we go, see? Also, I think this balloon itself that I'm using right now, it's not necessarily the best balloon. I've worked with better balloons before. So here we go. And you know, if the kids just smash it around, it's all good, it's all fine. They can roll the whole balloon around in it. I just want to get a little bit of movement in there. Here we go, this is like a cute little flower here. This is about getting the underlining colors out and maybe mixing our primary colors. And now we have a secondary color. See the greens coming in? So here we go. Whoops, we gotta do this. We gotta leave some. Don't want to do it too hard. You pull off the paint off the canvas. But that's okay. I got there. I'm gonna hit some more back. Here we go. You can do that. It's all good. There's no real rules. There we go. Here we go. That made a cute little flower, now didn't it? Okay, let's try this here one more time. Very nice and light, not too much pressure. There you go. Cute little colors, huh? Do you see that? All right, so we can just go on and on and on and on. But you see what I'm doing here? This is all it really is. And you can do it on bigger canvas and smaller canvases. But those 8x10s, I think there's great size. It's a great size for the kids to start. And since they have that little 3/4 inch of a frame, it'd be perfect for them to hang them on the wall and stuff. So anyway, so well, I hope you enjoyed watching this and got some ideas. And I hope I didn't make this all too complicated for you. So while I'm gonna continue just smashing away, I'm gonna let you be, and maybe I'll see you guys again sooner or later with another tutorial. I'm gonna show you some other things. If you're interested, let me know. And see you later. Have fun with colors. Bye.